Hey guys, it's your host, Alanna, here to spill the tea. And welcome back to the Sassy and Classy podcast. Thank you for tuning in, and let's get into it. Welcome back to the Sassy and Classy podcast with your host, Alanna. Who else? Episode 20 today. That's insane. Literally can't believe that. Today we got my homegirl,
Amy. Hello, guys. I'm with my homegirl, Alanna with the booty.
That was good. Yo, that's actually, I'm going to use that. If I was ever a DJ, Alanna with the booty, bitch.
On my way to DJing right now.
Are you?
No, I wish, though.
Oh my God, I was like, what the hell? I'd be sick. I'd be like, let me get all of that. Teach me how to do it.
But you know I'd make a song about that booty, though.
Bitch, you have a booty too. You already know it. All right, let's talk about this. So, Amy, I've known you for how fucking long? Like,
oh my God.
Like, known you like a while.
Like,
but
over
like
years.
Friendly.
Probably like within the last maybe two.
It's okay.
Like 2 years.
2 years.
Maybe 2 years or so.
Yeah.
Like
2023.
Yeah,
we were.
It's 2025, guys. This is crazy.
I can't. I've been trying to get her on for a minute, but this bitch is busy with her whole schedule as a personal trainer.
Sorry, guys. Top trainer here.
You literally are a top trainer.
I really am, though.
I want to ask you about this. Before even that, like, we're just going to get right into it. This is how I do it.
Let's get into it.
So, did you always want to be a personal trainer?
Honestly, I always wanted to be a person that helped people. Mm-hmm. I was always an artist and always like a nice person, but I got into fitness because of mental health, depression, anxiety. And when I started helping myself, I started realizing how much of a difference being a personal trainer can be to somebody and impact their lives. So
100%.
Honestly, around 2019 was when I was like, I need to be a trainer and you know, make people feel good about themselves mentally and physically.
She be the girl in the gym, the personal trainer at the gym that just is a ray of sunshine. Like, you see her and she always has a smile on her face, even when she doesn't even want to. Like,
even when I don't want to be smiley, I'm still like,
even when she like wants to be like out or something, she's like smiling. She like sees me at the gym, I'm working out mid-set. She's like, you go, girl, you get that set, blah, blah, blah.
It's all about that confidence and that motivation and also making people feel good.
Honestly, I've had days where I'm in the gym and I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to be here. And then you come up to me and you start talking to me and just being like, all like, bubbly. And I'd be like, all right, that bitch just made me feel better.
That's the effect I want on people.
Yes,
I want to be that ray of sunshine that is honestly one of the top things that people say about me is like, wow, you are a ray of sunshine. So even on those cloudy, dark days, I'm still trying to make people feel like, hey, I'm here for you.
Oh, I love that. She's like in the sauna with like,
you are enough.
You are enough. That's such a good, I need that.
Know, you do
I
need
that. I need that.
Now we do love the sauna though.
The sauna girl talks. Sometimes it's annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm just like, yo,
just shut up.
Shut up.
Let me be in relaxation.
I'm trying to chill here.
I'm trying to relax and meditate, but everyone's like, bah, 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 and I am that girl in the sauna that is, you know.
Yeah, but you're like
talking.
with someone that you're like training or something at the time.
I'm always with my clients because community is everything.
Everything, yeah. And honestly, that's the only thing. I'm like, if she's with her client, or honestly, if she's talking, I don't give a shit. There's just like some girls I'm just like, ugh. Anyway,
I love that though. I feel the same way, but we still have to, you know, bring that good energy 100%. All around, even to those people that are not, you know, in that phase,
in that phase of life,
in that phase of life, for real.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck? I love the sauna though. The sauna girl talks.
Get in there. It's good for your mental, physical, and just your well-being.
What are the actual benefits of a sauna? Because I watch YouTubers and stuff like these holistic girlies that like have the infrared sauna with the red light, which obviously I know all about red light shit, but it because of my skin stuff.
She's so good with skin. You need to teach me about it.
I will. I'll literally show you after this.
I gotta say the sauna, as much as it makes you just sweat, which is great for releasing toxins, it's just a great way to build like lung capacity up. I also struggle with asthma, so being a fitness girly with asthma, we have to work on like our lung capacity. So going in there and just sweating the toxins out and just relaxing your muscles and your brain and just making friends in the sauna. There's so many benefits, but crazy story.
I'm here
story.
for it. I'm here for
You're
it.
like, I love crazy. I love crazy too.
I am crazy.
There is a lady that sits in a sauna for like sometimes 2 hours a day.
I already know who you're talking about. And she sits like this.
Or like laying down.
Okay. So there's a couple of them.
There's a couple of those.
There's a couple of them.
But she wrote a whole book about what the benefits are of the sauna. So, and
oh my gosh,
like,
is it published?
It is published. I'm gonna ask her for the links, and I'll send it to Alanna if you guys are interested.
Oh my god,
there are a lot of benefits from it. Just don't go too long where you are like
dying.
Okay,
like literally.
We need you in our lives. You are enough.
We need you on Earth. By the way, if y'all couldn't tell already, she is a personal trainer at the gym that I go to. So this is how we met. That's all I have to say about the gym. Yeah. There. So you've been a personal trainer. We don't even talk about that. You've been a personal trainer since 2019.
Well,
yeah.
At the edge in 2021, but I was starting to learn how to be a personal trainer right before COVID. And that's when I was like, wow, during COVID, it was like that prime time to make sure like, hey, get your certification, learn how to do things, and just prepare yourself for when people return, because everyone, when they came back to the gym, we were all mentally messed up, so we really needed that physical and mental push. So it was
a good time for you to do that though, because there's really nothing really to do. I mean I had a time of my life during COVID, which is not normal. Okay,
I know,
so
you and me both.
Okay, cheers. Wait, I'm just gonna check that I'm gonna check sometimes when we keep
it up. I don't care.
Okay, yeah, I mean it was a good time to do that shit if we were normal and didn't do shit all the time.
I think I worked out harder than I ever did during COVID, because I was like, my mental health is declining. Make sure you keep on top of yourself. So I'm like very thankful for COVID, but at the same time, like, we had to live and learn. And
I gained weight during COVID. I was going through a breakup too, which was the fucking worst time to go through a breakup. But that's also why I was never quarantining.
That's
and
okay.
Just doing dumb shit.
You're ready to live. That's the thing.
Yeah. So I like gained weight, but I still like worked out. But I like have this picture of me, with the mask on and at the edge when it first opened again. My body just looked so insanely different, like insane. So I'm just like,
you've come a long way, girl.
Yeah, thank you.
You look fucking fabulous.
Thanks.
Everyone, just give a hand for Alanna.
Give a hand for
amazing.
Bitch, give a hand for Amy. This bitch grew her booty. She has where is your body? Where's your body fat? Where is your body fat? Where is it?
I have the lowest body fat. I've been at 16%.
Girl, I'm probably. That's fucking insane. Let's
go, guys. You can do it.
You can fucking do it.
You can do it.
All right, let's get into that though, because I have a lot of questions revolving around that.
True. Ask away.
I want to know, in your personal opinion, what is your niche as a personal trainer?
Like my specialties?
Yeah, like your specialties.
I, as a personal trainer, really love building a community together. So like making sure that everyone has a support system, but also making sure that we feel functionally strong, foundationally strong. I am a glute specialist, so I am definitely that girl that is gonna work your butt off to grow that dumpy, because
the dumpy.
We all love a big, strong dumpy.
Ass.
Yes, we do. A big, strong ass, and that's the thing is, hey, progress is linear. You're gonna have days where you're like, I don't want to be here, but you're gonna push through it, and you're gonna be 1% stronger than you were the day before, and you're gonna see results better when you're consistent. I always preach about consistency, just because even on those hard days, you have to show up, because that's gonna show you, wow, I really am disciplined. I really am determined. And I really find that being a trainer, I love pushing people to their max, and also making sure they feel like the best version of themselves. That's what I preach, mentally and physically. And man, niches, I'm like booty. I want to make sure everyone's core is strong, because a lot of the time when people have bad backs, have achy joint, whatever, a lot of the time, or just, they have to get up off the ground and stuff, just functional movements throughout the day, they need core strength. So I love
form too.
Exactly. And form is everything, guys. Do not ego lift. She's like,
if you literally, and like, me, like I bring girls into the gym all the time.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not a personal trainer, but I do bring girls in all the time. Like, I know what the fuck I'm doing at this point. But like,
she just needs a certification now and just work with me.
I'm not going to do it though, but it's fine. Not going to do it. But it's hard for me because I don't have like that type of like training or anything to like explain form. How the fuck do you do that? Because like, how do you get someone who's like either just so inexperienced?
Honestly,
I get like, how do I even tell this bitch how to do this right now?
Yeah, when somebody's doing something, you're like, just do it
just,
like this.
Just watch me do it.
Just watch me. And the hard part as a trainer is people are verbal learners. They're visual learners. That's the thing, is some people, they need cues that are going to be like, hey, think about pushing your hips back like you are, X, Y, and Z. But it's like knowing the specific cues that people need to understand the movement of the body. And some people, they'll see you visually do it and they're like, oh, I got it. Which now you have to really tell them, okay, work on squeezing your glutes. Make sure that you're keeping your core tight. Making sure if you're doing push-ups, keeping your elbows at a 45 degree, then looking like a T shape. I hate
That's
that.
me. Sorry.
Peppy's, oh, that's okay.
Nah, not anymore. It used to be though. I'd be like, ugh.
But hey, everyone learns at different levels. And I gotta say, like, as long as you're trying to learn in a consistent way, when you're putting work and saying, hey, I need to work on like hinging my hips more. I need to work on not flaring my ribs out when I'm over pressing. Or a lot of us women have interior pelvic tilts where we look like we're walking like a duck, which whoops. Us girls with a booty, we want to make sure.
I need to be realigned at the chiropractor.
Yes.
So
but
bad.
That's the thing, is as a trainer, we can tell things like, hey, you have weak glutes. Hey, your core is really weak. That's why your back hurts. So a lot of the time, it's just when you're a beginner, don't be afraid to get critiqued, not criticized. We want to make sure that you're getting critiqued in a way that you're learning the form right. Because form over weight is so important. And I'm not going to stress that enough, because you have to, exercising is hard because you have to think of everything head to toe. You have to think about how your shoulders are, how your spine is, if your core is engaged, if you're, activating the muscle groups before you actually work those muscles. So it's a hard job. It's an amazingly fun job. I'm super passionate about being a trainer.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of learning. And I gotta say, as much as you learn through a certification, you also learn a lot through just one-on-one experience, and also being in a team setting like the classes that I teach, which I was gonna
talk about your classes. Dude, this bitch is always in like the room. Like, there's 2 rooms at our gym, but the main, like the one that you use, it's like the weightlifting room, not like the Zumba room.
We're
and
in the
whatever.
strong room.
Y'all
and
in
they
the
have
strong
a group
room.
X room, which is more like Zumba and yoga and like some of those total body conditioning classes, which are instructors instead of trainers. But the thing is too, when you're in the strong room, you work with kettlebells, dumbbells, you're working with TRXs, you're working with body weighted functional movements. So it's all about just making sure with the classes that you're going to have people that are beginners, you're going to have people that are advanced, but making sure that everyone is on the right page and that you have a supportive community.
I love that. She has the community, in my opinion. Out of like everyone that works there, I'm sorry, you are the one with the community.
Thanks, girl.
100%.
That's what I
You already know
about.
that though. You already know that. But like, I'm going to tell you, because you do. This bitch like probably can't even work out without getting stopped like every 5 seconds.
I had to start going to another
do that?
gym because I really struggle. And I'm a talkative person. If you guys know me, I love talking. I love catching up with people. But at the same time, I also love working out. So I don't want to be that mean person that doesn't engage with people. But I also need to keep this body and this mental health nice and strong. So as much as it is important to work out physically, it helps with my mental health tremendously.
Yeah.
So, woo.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know how you fucking do that, but good thing you started going to another gym because what the hell.
But if you catch me in Fairfield, don't be afraid to say hello. I swear I'm a friendly person.
Don't be afraid. People say hi to me. I mean, but it's different. But it's different.
But when you're
but like I don't know. I don't think I'm not that much of an approachable person. I've been told at the gym.
I think
like I don't look approachable.
Sometimes you need a resting bitch face to not let people come and talk to you. But
100%.
You can be the nicest person in the world.
100%.
And that's literally this queen next to me.
Thank you. You know how many fucking people that I've met from the gym? This one person came up to me one time, like last year, and he was like, what did he say? He was like, oh, like, you just seem like such like a standoffish, like kind of mean person. But once I got to like know you more, like you're just so sweet. And all of his friends, I guess, have talked to him about me. Like you like talk to her, like she looks like such a bitch, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, that's because I have a resting bitch face because I don't want to be approached by anybody at the gym.
Exactly.
Like I don't have time I do have time sometimes.
But it's different when you're a girl because when you're friendly at the gym with everyone, people start taking advantage of you. So one thing that, I'm starting to learn is to put boundaries down, which is hard for me because I love making people feel good and I love connecting everyone together. But when you do that, it just makes it
you have to separate you have to separate your like career from like your personal goals.
100%.
Yeah.
So, thank God those guys said great things about you because I will beat them up.
I got the insider right here.
Let me tell you, I got some good guns. I mean,
she do. Show them, Amy.
I'll pop off.
Show them up.
Let me tell you, proportion is sexy. You want to make sure that if you have a strong booty, you want to have a strong upper body too. Okay, ladies?
Yeah, ladies. Don't be neglecting the upper body because
I'm taking this off.
Girl, take it off. Okay, let me fill out this gum.
That gum is done, but that booty is rocking. I also love to shake my booty.
Dude,
if you guys want a nice toned booty, you got to ask me and Alanna for help. Because
ask her, obviously, first.
But,
I know what works for me. Okay?
And it looks great.
Thank you. Okay. So I have a question this is my personal question, about supplements.
Yeah.
I don't take supplements, okay?
Okay.
What supplements do you think actually are like worthwhile in your fitness routine? Yeah. Because I don't want to put shit in my body that's gonna like fuck me up. Like if you know what I mean? Like people say creatine. I drink a lot of water, so I could probably drink creatine. But some people
scared of it.
Yeah, I just like I don't know.
It is a little tricky because with supplements, I take supplements myself. I work at the Edge.
Which ones do you take?
I do take the Edge supplements.
Okay.
But outside of just taking like vitamins and stuff, I do take a protein. Mm-hmm. I take amino acids, which are right here in this little cup. Aminos raspberry lemonade. Just so you know, with a little caffeine in there. Bomb.
Little midday pick me up.
Exactly. I didn't want to have another Alani because I did already have one this morning. I love the aminos because they're refreshing. They help you with your performance. But outside of those, creatine is great for people, but a lot of people don't drink enough water where, they're not drinking enough water. That can also mess with their kidneys, digestive.
Yeah.
And, you start getting bloated, which a lot of females will start to realize. Mm-hmm. So, certain people I will tell maybe not creatine, but if you are like consistent with drinking water, consistent on a routine with working out, I think creatine is safe for you. Knowing your source is very important.
Right, because I'm all about like the clean, holistic, like just products in general.
Of course,
you know,
like, that's the thing with supplements is you always need to look at how it's made and just trusting the brand that you use, which I know one thing I always learned from one of the past trainers at The Edge was if you are using a supplement and you feel unsure about that brand, what you can put on Google, which I would recommend this. Let's say I
research
love Ghost. Ghost has great flavors. I love the BCAAs from Ghost, and I used to take it consistently before I was a trainer at The Edge. But if you look up, let's say, Ghost lawsuits, blah, 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 then it's going to actually show up, people had lawsuits against this supplement brand or, so it's like that's another way of finding out if a brand of supplements is safe for you.
Okay.
Outside of that, though, like supplements are supplements for a reason. You're supposed to get everything through your nutrition. So if you are on top of your nutrition and you're getting things through that, I wouldn't always recommend supplements all the time. But they are great for supplementing what you're missing out. I take supplements because I'm a trainer. I want to preach what I do. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I don't want to be somebody that preaches about something and doesn't follow through with it. So that's something I would say is like, if I had recommendations for supplements, which are usually creatine, protein, and some amino acids, but and a multivitamin is always great.
Yeah, like a daily multivitamin.
Yes. People love the gummies. People love, it's
putting it in
simple.
water or smoothie or something like that.
Of course. So definitely be aware of what you put in your body, 100%, but just, trust the source, do your research on it, and just try it out. It may help you benefit in the fitness world.
Yeah, I honestly, like, obviously I drink protein. Like I don't even do protein powder though at this point. I do like the Orgain. Don't get me started on Orgain.
I know.
The chocolate fudge one, 20 grams of protein. Once a day I drink that.
Slaps.
I can't. And I know I could probably, I sometimes drink 2 a day. But it's like,
people don't get enough protein. So like as a trainer, you should recommend a protein powder to your clients because a lot of the times people are under eating or not hitting their macro split numbers. So it's like, you gotta supplement that, but you gotta be careful with whey because a lot of people have bloating issues with whey. It affects, people have acne because of it. So if I had to suggest something, I would usually go with a vegan protein powder.
Plant-based. That's what I do. Plant-based all the way. Just to like, earth. It's from the earth. It is just to even like, because like I used to drink the Edge protein shakes, the whey ones. Like I like the cookie. Dude, bloat me to the point where like it would last like 3 or 4 days. I'm not even joking. It would hurt. So, and then I started doing the plant protein there, and I just don't even like the taste of that. So I just stopped getting them overall there. But like going there and I realized that I can't drink whey protein. I can't do it. So if I go to like Robex or something and I ask for like the protein powder, I do pea protein.
Good.
Pea protein's fine.
So much better for you.
Yeah. Just honestly, just stay away from the whey. Just in my opinion, especially if you're a woman.
100%.
Yeah.
You got to get your protein, but it's better from like not processed foods or relying on only protein powder. That's what the downfall is with people that work out is they only rely on protein shakes or protein bars. And you want to be eating whole foods and things from the earth, eating, good fiber foods. So
what are high fiber foods? I know that like chia seeds. I drink that shit every morning.
I put chia seeds with like smoothies.
Yeah.
My overnight oats. I have the chia and the flax seeds.
Yes.
Like fiber being like broccoli. I have a whole list of them.
I was gonna say
I'm gonna pull it out for Alanna. It's in my work notebook. But I have a whole thing about what proteins you should be gravitating to, healthier carbs, healthier fats. But
I need to focus on my nutrition right now. I'm like very inconsistent with like things. I've talked about this on past podcasts. Like it's like my
comforting. Food is comforting.
It's that, but it's also just like my mental diagnosis that I have going on. Like it like causes me to be inconsistent without me like
realizing it.
So like the nutrition thing, like I go ham for like a good couple months and then I fall off, and then like I just go like 70-30, like whatever. But like I want to be consistent with my fucking life the rest of my life.
Of
like
course.
It's really frustrating, I guess. So it's like, what are easy ways to incorporate a healthy diet for someone that doesn't have so much time?
Oh, this is good.
Or even like some people probably don't even know how to cook, like stuff like that. I don't want to be buying. I know how to cook, but I don't want to be fucking buying Factor boxes online. I can just use that money to go to the grocery store
and buy your own stuff and cook it and have experience that way too.
Yeah. So like, what would your like advice be or recommendation be for that?
That's always the trickiest part, because I feel like a lot of the time people can get to the gym and they're like, all right, gym's the easy part. I can lift. I feel great. And then they come home and they gravitate to things like cookies, and which I do love cookies.
We love cookies.
I'll tell you that right now. I am a trainer that will be like, hey, health is wealth, but also like live your life to the fullest. You don't want to indulge in things that are going to be bad for you, such as McDonald's, such as fast food, such as constantly eating like chips and stuff. But there's always like alternatives for like some of those bad things. So if like you have an issue with time, or like if you're on a busy schedule like me, where I'm back to back with clients from 6 a.m. till 1 p.m. and then back at the gym at 3 p.m. and till 8 p.m. at night, like it's hard. The nutrition is the hardest part as a trainer, because you start to lose, time to actually eat. So like meal prepping is always an ideal thing for a trainer's recommendation. Consistency with like obviously some healthy protein, healthy carb, and a little source of fat with that. Biggest thing is like for me, I need conveniency. Like everything needs to be convenient to me, because I am busy all the time. So like things that are easy for me are meal prepping, where like I love to have quinoa, where that's a great source of like fiber. I'll have that with chicken, some like baked chicken or rotisserie chicken. Easy. And then a little broccoli with that. Something simple where it can go down easy and also at the same time still taste good, because a lot of the time people don't want to eat healthier foods because they don't like the taste of it. Or I know.
No, I didn't mean they taste like shit, because I personally don't think it tastes like shit. But I guess I'm speaking for people. Yeah, like 100%. You can literally just spice that shit up. Put some spices on there. Put seasons on it. Put like a little bit of a sauce on there that's low fat, low carb, low like whatever. Put some sauce on there.
I definitely I preach about eggs and avocado. That's always been I know there's people like, ew, eggs. I can't do
eggs, bro. I love avocado though. I can eat a whole avocado just right here, right now. Yeah, the egg is real.
See, that's the thing, is like people start to get sick about the nutrition and like the food they consistently eat. So it's also like switching things up, and like I love going on TikTok and Facebook to find like recipes. And even as a trainer, we use Trainerize, which has a meal prep in there where it gives you recipes and gives you like, hey, this is in your macro split. This is 40 grams of protein right there. You can make the servings larger if you're having it like on a weekly basis too. So it's like it breaks down what you need, how to make it, and what the split of the macros are. So it's really like such a great tool as we use as trainers at the Edge. But outside of that, it's just like, it's hard.
You gotta do it.
You gotta do
it no matter what.
If you're putting the work in the gym, make sure you're putting the work in your body with the food after. Promise. Period. That's how you get results.
I know.
Making sure you also eat breakfast. I know that's so hard for a lot of people, which I struggled with in the past. I had a trainer. His name was Karhi. He was awesome. He's amazing. He's actually at the Hamden Edge right now, but he was at the Trumbull Edge when I was a member there, and he would always tell me like, Amy, you need to eat breakfast. If your goal is to gain muscle mass and to, increase your metabolism, you need to be eating breakfast. Because I was always that girl that would come in fasted and then go home and eat my eggs and avocado and my protein shake, which I was in a great I'm always in great shape. Well, sorry.
You are, but you gained muscle. You gained muscle. Like you look more fuller.
Yes, I looked a little sickly before because I was a little too thin. But that's the thing is like now I have more muscle mass because I've been more proactive with my diet and with my protein sources. So like most of the time, chicken, eggs, protein shakes when I'm at work because I can't be eating those in my clients' faces. I'm so rude. Hey guys, there's a bunch of eggs in my mouth.
She's on a fucking like rower, and you're like, ugh,
eat
it. Oh, do that.
Or like
up that 10 weight.
Bill, my 82-year-old client, brings donuts in. Like,
does he?
Well, sometimes he's brought Dunkin' Donuts in before. Like, am I supposed to say no to a donut?
Bill is such a good dude.
I know. The thing is, like, don't limit yourself and don't restrict yourself, but just don't be so consistent eating crap every day. Like you can have the 80-20 rule where like 80% of your meals are healthier whole foods, and then 20% of it could be maybe a glass of wine or maybe a little protein cookie or something, which I do love the protein cookies.
Do you?
I do.
Really? What's that? What's the brand called?
There's like
that one that you guys sell at the Edge.
Yeah, that one is
okay. So that's
they
okay.
do make like chips like that where I've had like the pretzels with hummus, and like Quest, Larry's, but like to each their own. You know, I would 100%. Always recommend whole foods than processed protein snacks.
Shit, and then just like indulge on that a little bit if you want to on your 20%. Like have some Lay's and fucking
and eat
guacamole.
No eating late at night. That is like a no. Which if I'm getting home by 8 p.m. like I'm hungry, but at the same time, if I'm eating a bunch of crap at night, it's gonna
sit there.
It's gonna sit there.
It's gonna sit there.
Don't do that, guys.
Okay, so after 8 o'clock, don't eat.
Exactly.
Don't eat after 8 o'clock.
Time frames.
That's what I did last night. Whoops.
Space your meals out, guys. Space your breakfast,
Space
lunch,
out.
dinner.
4 hours, right?
Yeah. About 3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4 hours.
And then make sure that you're having like maybe a snack or two between.
All right. Well, speaking of this.
Ooh.
Okay, so I know that cheat meal is like a fucked up term around here, but what would be your cheat meal? Like what's your go-to cheat meal?
Oh my God.
Like
I love pizza. I love pizza. Like you give me some Five Guys cheeseburger or like pizza, like Colony Pizza or like Beverly's Pizza, hand down.
I just had Beverly's for the first time the other day.
Did you like
Tell me how, and I've been living here my whole life.
Oh, go to Beverly's, and just go across the street to Timothy's
Rock.
Ice Cream. Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm indulging. It would be Timothy's coffee ice cream. Ooh. That is my go-to. Like little.
You should go to Tabitha's. Have you ever been to Tabitha's?
No, but I know it's right next to Sally's Pizza.
It's the best ice cream in the town. So
we're gonna have a Sally's date, and then
go to Tabitha's.
See, I'm that trainer that you have to live your life, but you can't
restrict yourself too much, because if you do, then you're just gonna fall off like
100%.
Completely. Like I've done that before.
I have done that before too. As much as I am a trainer, I'm human.
Yeah,
you know,
we're all human.
We're all human,
no matter what. Okay, so you said, okay, we're actually gonna do that though. Sally's and Tabitha's.
I'm down.
Okay. Oh, this is a good question. Oh
my God, I want to hear.
So, Amy, if you were to train me,
I'm excited.
What would that workout look like?
Oh my God. Okay,
please
are we hitting a booty day or are we hitting
it's up to you.
Ooh. So the thing is, when I'm training people, look at me tug on my hand.
Me too.
I love doing a back day with people. I love doing booty day with people. I love working on people's core 100%. I'm a little neglective to my chest. I love shoulders and tries, but just us girls with the chest, we don't always, go hard with that. Thing. It's just not always a thing.
I really just do like 2 exercises. Like today I did 3 chest exercises and that's it.
Yeah, give me a chest fly and a push up or a chest press. You're good. But like, if I was training you, let's say we had an hour together and we're hitting a booty day, we would start with a little activation with like resistance bands.
Yep.
I like to activate the glutes before I work them, because a lot of the times people have weak glutes, and a lot of the people that I do train have sedentary lifestyles where they sit all day at work. So using resistance bands to do maybe 2 to 3 glute exercises, such as like monster walks, fire hydrants, clamshells. I love clamshells.
Clamshells.
Woo! And you're gonna feel your muscles
Those shits
burning.
hurt.
So
Those shits
they
hurt.
sure do.
They sure do.
And then when I start getting into the heavy lifting part of it, is I start with more of like a compound movement, such as like a squat, a hip thrust, a deadlift. If you know me, I always try to prioritize a hip thrust first, because that's also something that if you have more energy in the beginning of your workout, you're going to push harder. So if you leave hip thrust towards the end and your goal is to really get a nice juicy dumpy, then you should prioritize your hip thrust sooner than later. Is a nice juicy
The word dumpy just gets me every time. Anyway, continue.
On top of that, like a hip thrust, an RDL is great. I also love the leg press and sumo squats, but I also include unilateral movements such as reverse lunges or some type of step down. I'm obsessed with step downs.
You're obsessed with step downs. I don't use those. I don't do those when I need to.
I'm teaching Alanna like today.
No, today.
We're getting.
You did teach me that one time.
I did.
And I was like, oh,
see,
these fucking suck.
They burn so good though. And like the thing is, with step up or step downs, we'd rather prefer them as using it with a cable would be ideal, but finding cables at the edge is very hard. So
it's damn near impossible.
So I'm very bougie. I'm very lucky. I have a cable in the cage, so I can use that, or I'll just go onto the step platform. And you always want to stabilize yourself so you can put more weight onto that glute more than just jumping and catapulting off of the floor. Do not do that, guys. You also too, with like a step down, you're working your core. Like that's something that a lot of people don't realize. With some movements, you're also engaging your core. So a lot of unilateral movements, you're working your glutes, but you're also
you got to keep your back straight. So you got to if your back is hurting when you're doing like I tell my friends, shoulders back always. Yeah. Oh my God, no.
Oh my God. And don't hurt yourself.
And their face is up like this.
With an RDL, I would recommend doing it with a dumbbell, especially if somebody's like a new person to the gym. That's one of the hardest exercises to cue, but once you have it down, you are like locked in. You're golden. And this is where like an interior pelvic tilt in your pelvis is dangerous, because if you're going like this and you're looking up and arching your lower back, you are totally gonna hurt yourself. So just make sure, like I said, guys, form over everything. But to continue on, if I was training Alanna, after I would do some type of step down lunge, I would start going into more isolation exercises. So we love our cable kickbacks. We love our lateral leg lifts. And we also love the hyperextension, which is another great booty exercise, but a lot of people don't know how to properly do it. So it's great for back extension. You are strengthening your lower back along with your glutes, but man, just be careful with arching your back and all compressing your spine. That is dangerous. But yeah, like hyperextensions is a great finisher. So that's something I'll do with my client Shirley, who kicks ass. Love you, Shirley, if you're listening.
She probably will.
She's a badass. She is so, like, that's the thing. I love pushing my clients. And like when you see the results and you see your clients like glutes growing, or you see their body fat dropping and their muscle increasing, you're like, wow, you're going in the right direction. Just keep up. Yeah. Keep the momentum going.
Do some of your clients sometimes like, do they either complain or like question like the work that you're doing? Because like I know it takes a while to see like overall progress, but like it is happening. Yeah. It's just hard to see it at first. I mean, for me, like my body type, I lose and gain weight very quick.
I'm the same body weight, or sorry, same body type as you.
People that have like stubborn fat or like stubborn metabolism or whatever. What do you tell them? What do you tell them?
I tell them not to get so caught up. Don't get so caught up.
Got me feeling it. Caught up.
Losing. Right. Throwback, Usher.
All
right, guys. DJ Alanna in the house. Ooh, booty.
I can't.
I love it.
I love you. All right.
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed, guys. You're in double trouble right here. Let me just tell you.
No, deadass. Okay, back on topic.
So it's hard with that because everyone like stares at the number on the scale and like, you know, we all fall culprit to it where we're like, I'm 130 pounds. I was just 125. Like one thing I have to say is like water weight fluctuates.
Yes.
So when
sauna it up, baby.
Sauna, do the damn sauna. I'll tell you right now, that's great for that releasing toxins, but at the same time, just sweating water weight too. And
that's my thing.
That's a thing too with like people see the scale. That's why like we have an in-body at the edge, which is
I need to do that, by the way.
I will put
tomorrow.
you on that.
Can we do it tomorrow?
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's do it.
I love her.
Need to do it.
With the in-body, it's so cool because it breaks down your muscle mass. It breaks down the percentage of body fat. Along with that, you can see how many pounds it actually is a body fat mass.
On each side, too.
Yeah, and it also tells if you're in balance, too. So, like, the best thing with that, what I tell my clients is like, look, your body fat mass is lowering down. Your muscle is increasing. Remember, muscle mass is heavier than body fat is. So sometimes we won't see the scale move exactly, but our body is recompositioning. And that's the important thing. So I always tell people take progress pictures.
Yes.
If you're on my phone looking at my pictures, I have a ton of my own self. Selfies.
Me too.
I take, you know, I have to take progress pictures in my thong and, you know, with a bra, sports bra, but just making
Not the thong.
Oops. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. Scandalous.
Those are only for me, okay?
Yeah.
Now, that's the thing is like take your pictures because when you take pictures, you'll notice like, oh, my core is getting tighter. Oh, my arms are not as flabby as before. So it's like, don't get so caught up on the number. Get your progress pictures in, and also measurements are great. So
Period.
do it, guys.
Can we actually do that tomorrow?
Yeah, I would
I'm
love
gonna.
to.
Okay, because I like need help.
I
actually need help. As much as I go to the gym, I'm like I'm not okay right now. Let's do Saturday morning.
So that way you hype me up and I hype you up.
Okay, perfect.
Because we're beautiful on the inside and out, guys.
Obviously.
You are enough.
You are enough. What are your favorite parts of being a personal trainer? And what are your least favorite parts of being a personal trainer?
I should probably just start with the least because I feel like
the least. Save the best for last.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. The least part of being my least favorite part of being a trainer is like, honestly, there are days you do lose yourself because you're giving yourself to everyone. And then by the end of the day, you're almost like,
emotionally drained.
Yes, like
socially
physically,
drained.
Socially, emotionally, and like I am people's friends. I am people's therapist. I am people's only support system. So like I have to show up 100% even when I'm going through things, which right now I totally am going through things. If you know me, there's a lot going on in my life. And you have to just show up and have a smile on your face and just make sure that people are, you know, motivated and you're just doing the job that I'm hired for. I'm making sure that people, the service they're paying for is great service. So even if I'm struggling mentally and I have to put a mask on, I have to do that because it's my job to bring people motivation and like we're all humans. So we all struggle with mental health. And honestly, that is the hardest part of being a trainer is just sometimes finding time for yourself, but also balancing like
your
work
life
and personal life 100%. But favorite things is like one, getting people results, making people, like I said this before, feel confident in themselves. But along with that is making sure that they are doing like everything they can to be the best version of themselves mentally and physically and emotionally and spiritually. Like that is a very big thing. And as a person that is very like spiritual, I love my angel numbers. I love my astrology. Like I'm not very religious, but like that's a thing that if I see an angel number, I'm like, okay, 1111, guys, just make us.
I'm on the right path. I'm on the right path.
I'm on the right path
right now. You're supposed to be.
Exactly.
No, like that ass.
It really just kind of puts in perspective of like, okay, just not everything is so bad. Like even on those dark, cloudy days, you're alive. You know, that's all we can be.
And you're at the
for.
gym. You could afford a gym. You can get yourself out of bed. You can get yourself walk into the gym. You can get yourself, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just so many things.
There's so many great things that when you're a trainer and you see like, there's clients that are depressed. There are clients that struggle with social anxiety, that they don't want to take classes because they don't want to be around people, or they want to hide in the back room, and like they start coming out of their shells. Like there's a client, I love her so much. Her name's Evelyn. She's been with me for 3 years, and like she was so introverted at first, and like now we can talk about anything because she feels so comfortable with me. So also like building relationships and connections with people is really rewarding, and like one of my favorite parts of being a trainer. It's not just physicalness. It's like I said, mentalness and
building those relationships with people.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
We love Celsius, guys.
We do.
I know. I should have had one. Oh.
No, you don't need one. She could have. You guys should see my fucking fridge. It's filled to the brim.
I am literally so energetic. I probably don't need a Celsius
don't.
right now.
No, you literally don't. And it's amazing.
If you know me, I bounce off the walls half the time.
That's what I mean. Like, she's amazing. Literally amazing. If y'all ever
amazing Amy. Stop. amazing Alanna and Amy.
What? What the fuck did I just say?
We're like double.
Amazing Alanna and Amy.
Episode 20.
We're probably more devilish than we are angel. Well, the Sassy and Classy, the whole thing that started this was that I'm more devil and my old co-host is more angel.
Well,
which you're definitely on this side.
Yeah, I might be a little more on this side.
She's definitely on this side.
It's almost
and it's not even bad. It's like we're badasses. We're on this side, bitch.
It's like we have to be an angel when we need to, but
100%.
like we're gonna be bad girls all the time. all the time.
We're gonna be bad girls all the time.
But I still love my angel signs.
Oh, same. It's okay. It's fine.
222.
222. That is my favorite angel number.
Oh my god.
No, 444.
Oh, me
I have
too.
a necklace. It's not on right now. It's a cross right
Same.
now. But I have a 444
Did you see
necklace.
how excited I got about it, guys? I literally like have my 444 necklace on all the time, and we need to protect our energy and just making sure that, you know, we're keeping our aura and our path nice and strong.
Nice and strong.
We're gonna get there, guys.
We're all gonna get there one day at a time. There's absolutely no fucking rush.
You are enough. I love it.
I need to come up with merch for this podcast, but we'll talk about that off camera.
Oh, I will totally help you with that.
Really?
As an artist.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Okay. What do you mean artist? Like, I didn't even ask you that because you said you were an artist.
Yes.
I feel like we've talked about this before, but I kind of forget. Like,
I went to school for art.
Okay.
I wasn't even like, I didn't know I'd be a personal trainer, but I just was so like expressive with art. I went to Sacred Heart for graphic design, guys.
Oh,
ooh,
my
BA.
My friend Tone does graphic design. He was on this before.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he was on
I
this
gotta
before.
meet him. We'll collab together.
Oh my God, that'd be dope.
I love doing like colorful kind of like Zentangle art, like abstract art.
Yeah.
I've worked with traditional stuff like colored pencils, what's it called? Charcoal, obviously, normal pencils,
shit
markers.
Like that.
Yeah.
Oh, she could draw.
I can draw.
Oh, I love that.
4 years of illustration and painting. And so as much as, you know, art is expressive and like working out is also expressive, like those are my two passions, is art and fitness. So I do eventually down the line want to create my own like brand for fitness that also ties into like art, you know, like
I was gonna
designing
ask
t-shirts and designing leggings and stuff. That is a goal of mine. We'll see if and when I do
this
that.
might be the start of something new right now.
Guys, you're in for some good stuff.
I might need you.
I'm here.
I know.
I'm here for you. I know. I need you. I'm here for you.
No, like literally we could be business partners. Anyway, so you're 20.
I'm 28.
So, okay.
I don't
so
even look
5-year
it,
plan.
So, wow. I can't even think about, like, I'm going to be in my 30s then. That is scary.
That's great.
It's like,
I'm not scared.
I embrace change. And honestly, like, you should all, like, everyone should have a 5-year plan. Like, I always wanted to travel. So, like, that's something I want to have in my 5 years of, like, the future is like making sure I travel more and like eventually maybe stepping out of the edge and doing maybe online coaching or actually being like having my own gym almost.
That's my dream too.
Oh,
so serious.
You guys are in such
I don't think y'all understand what's going on right now.
We were like brainstorming our 5-year
plan
future right now. Guys.
We can have a podcast room. We can have a gym. We can have a little store like Equinox does.
Yes.
We can have like a little cafe.
A little cafe. I was going to say a little protein
cafe
vegan protein
place.
shakes, guys. Vegan. You're going to have your own little art. Like everyone could do their own art and put paintings up and like, you know, just make it a fun community
cute place.
And you know, everything I have is pink pretty much.
So, I mean,
let me just pick up my water bottle for a second.
Pink.
That's just the Valentine's Stanley Cup. Thanks, Tracy. I love you.
Oh, she got you that?
Yes.
Oh, wait, what the fuck? That's so cute.
And then like my other client gave me the little Stanley Cup covered. My clients get me things all the time. I love you guys.
Aww.
They're so sweet.
Oh yeah, I gotta meet more of them. What the fuck?
Love pink though. But yeah, if I had like a gym, I would buy like pink barbells. I'd have
Shut
like
up.
pink equipment.
You're actually
like,
lying.
Sassy, classy gym. Who needs the edge? Who needs the edge?
Who fucking needs the edge? Or arsons or.
All right, we're bringing all you guys.
Wait,
I'm getting
hot. I'm sweating.
Like
my heart is fucking racing because this is my vape is pink. All y'all know I have a vape problem. It's fine.
It's okay. We're not gonna talk about vaping.
We'll stay on the health kick here.
Wealth, guys. You know,
quit the vape.
If it's from the ground, you're safe. Is all I'm saying. You know.
Wait.
Maybe don't go smoke cigarettes now.
Don't be doing that now.
Maybe a little weed would be okay. Just saying. Health is wealth, guys.
Health is wealth. And like she said, don't restrict yourself.
Exactly.
That's indulge in something sometimes, but not
all
fully
the time. Exactly.
all the time.
See, we're holistic health
we're
girls.
real though. Like we're real. Like you smoke weed, I just hit the vape. Yeah.
You know.
Oh wait, I want to talk about this.
Let's do it.
Mental health.
Oof.
We've talked about like individually, like together, like not on camera before, about like going through that shit.
Yeah.
You know, are you on any like medication? Like, what have you been diagnosed with? Should I ask you?
So I definitely know that like I have ADHD. It's like I never went to the doctor and he was like, yeah, you have ADHD. It was just like all of the symptoms that people struggle with ADHD. I am like everything to a T. So I definitely struggle with that. I have a little dyslexia where sometimes I'll say like things flip-flopped and don't even realize it. And I'm like, wait, same with numbers. So like some of it and just anxiety. Like I have severe anxiety, which you guys don't even really see it on me all the time because I'm playing trainer Amy. But like, you know, we all struggle with anxiety. But one thing is, as a health person, like, and a person that has an addictive personality, I get really nervous taking prescribed medication. So I'm actually I don't take anything, but if I'm anxious and
you'll smoke a little bit of weed.
Yes, I will. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Well, that's good. I mean, if it helps you.
It helps, you know, and that's the thing is like you can't indulge in things like that on a consistent all day, every day. Like one, it's pricey. Two, you have to be careful about where you get things from. So always like trust your like local like dispensary. But at the same time, like I get so scared because I know there was one time I took Adderall and I felt so not like myself, and I didn't want to feel like that again because if you guys know me, I'm very out there and I feel like the Adderall very like zombified me, and I was just like, what is happening? What is life? What is going on?
So I take Adderall every single day.
Do you feel it
for the most part? I take it every day, but like I have an addictive personality too.
That's when I get scared.
It's very bad. So like I started taking Adderall in high school, but I got addicted to it because I didn't even know what the fuck it was doing to me. So I got really addicted to it. I got really, really, really skinny. I'll show you a picture after. It was disgustingly skinny for me. Like, but I was also younger.
Of course.
Some days the Adderall, like I'm on it today, like, you know, it just depends on like
Also, like, as females, like, our hormones are all over the place
Yeah.
and stuff. Like,
yeah,
it depends on the day.
It literally does depend on the day and the cycle that I'm in the month, to be honest.
Oh,
But,
interesting.
yeah,
I didn't know that. You're
yeah.
teaching me things. I'll teach you things.
Yeah, exactly.
I love her. Oh my
like,
God.
when I'm on my, like, I do feel that way sometimes. Like, I lose my fucking whole personality. And, like, some days I feel way more fucking on edge. And, like, I'll just, everyone's pissing me off when they don't even mean to. Or, like, something someone says, I'm just, like, ew.
Triggered, yeah.
Like, even, like, my closest friends, like, I don't even respond to them some days because I'm just like, I don't want to.
You're so, like, zombified. You don't have, like, the energy to.
Yeah, it's so weird. But I get that with the Adderall thing.
So it's like no like judgment or no like shunning people that take medicine or like medications, because if it helps you, like, that's so important to regulate your like system and like especially your nervous system. And like honestly, like if I talked to a psychiatrist, they would probably prescribe me on something.
They'll probably do like Vyvanse.
320, my angel sign. Sorry, guys.
Is it?
I saw it. 320 means
okay. We'll wrap
day of happiness.
We'll wrap it up. So you have a minute to like decompress.
Oh, you're good. I was just. Like 320, the angel sign.
Is that your angel sign?
Yeah.
Is that your angel number?
Yes, that is my angel number. And it's just
you
like.
Sure it's not 420?
That was too fucking perfect. It might be a mix of both.
I'm witty with that shit though. I'm fast with those
actually,
shits.
my edge bracelet was 44420 because I love 420 and I love 444.
Just had to add it in.
I just gotta tell you guys, sorry.
No, it's
sorry,
fine.
not sorry.
So many people still smoke weed. No, but if you probably went to a psychiatrist, like my fucking depression was like really crippling this past summer. Like suicidal shit. Like, and no one would ever know because like, you know, I just don't, whatever. But she put me on Zoloft.
Yeah.
It's an antidepressant.
I've heard about that.
Anxiety changed my life
really?
Within the first month. Like it changed my life within the first month. So I was just saying, like, if you ever do go to a psychiatrist and like you explain how you have such bad anxiety or depression or both, obviously it's I'm also bipolar, if you didn't know that.
No, I didn't, but you know what, you have to embrace who you are. And like, who knows, maybe I'm a little bipolar because one day I'm a little nice and maybe the next moment I'm not as nice, especially if I'm like PMSing or on my period. That's really bad,
I also have PMDD. Which, do you know what that is?
I've heard of it, but can you explain it to me?
So PMDD is a premenstrual dysmorphic disorder. So it's a disorder pretty much. So like for me, I was super like suicidal, like the 2 weeks even before my period. I had like 1 week within the month that I felt normal-ish. Yeah. And then after, like during each like week, each phase of your menstrual cycle, before I even started my period, my body would gain like 5 fucking pounds. Like out of nowhere. Like I would wake up the next day and feel like shit, and and I would eat, no matter what I would eat, I would still feel like disgusting. And then I don't even with that, because like,
but I know how you feel.
Yeah. And then like I would just start getting super fucking depressed, like really manic, mania is pretty normal for people with bipolar, but like it was a different type of mania. Like, so I went to a psychiatrist after like my first episode manic episode.
That's okay.
Which was like a dangerous mania episode. I don't want to say the word. And so she basically told me I have PMDD, which is on top of that, like with bipolar, is like fucking crazy. Yeah. So I started going on medication for it, and just for anxiety, depression, which is basically what bipolar is in one, just heightened and mania shit. And it saved my fucking life. But like now with my period though, I still gain like good 5 pounds like a week before my period even starts. Because normally it's like when you're like a couple days before your period starts, like you start getting cramps. Of course. I don't get cramps. I gain 5 fucking pounds.
So you can tell because you're like, I feel
bloated.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? But it's every single month, and then like my period comes, and then it's just like fine. Like I go right back to normal. It's like a rubber band. You know. But then the next month, I know this is happening, but I can't. I'm just like, what am I eating wrong?
What is wrong with me? I'm eating.
What do I need to stop eating? Dairy? Like I'm Italian. I love fucking cheese. I'm not gonna stop.
I know what I mean? I do love cheese. I'm Italian too a little bit. So that's another thing. Is like, Thank you for sharing that with me because I know that's also like something that is personal. And like I actually like have heard of it before, but I've never like knew somebody that had that. And I'm like, wow, like this is why it's so important to get yourself checked up. And like honestly, like those that talk to a therapist, a psychiatrist, like I give you credit because it is very intimidating. And like something with 2025 for me is like I want to get a therapist because when you're constantly going through a lot of change and things going on in your life, you need to talk and have an outlet. And usually my outlet is going, home and resting or going to the gym and kind of pushing my emotions down, which I found out I have unhealed trauma, which I'm sure everyone does, but I definitely have issues like people pleasing. And on top of that, like, taking on emotions from other people, absorbing others' energies and stuff. So it's like
empathic
100%. And like, that's something like a lot of that mental health is important. And like, I've never have been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, but I don't put it past me that I could possibly have that because there are times that I struggle with really severe anxiety. And like, I give you credit for even like being on something that regulates you because that is, you have to be consistent with it. You have to.
That's the one thing about me.
It's hard.
I'm good at taking pills every morning. Like I'd never miss one.
A hard pill to swallow is life. Is life.
Wow, that was a good one.
That was a good one. But we swallow it every day, girl.
She goes, we be swallowing every day, girl.
I mean, wait.
I'm like, right.
Maybe spit a little bit.
I'm a spitter. Sorry. I'm for sure a spitter. And I don't give a fuck if that makes me a pussy.
Sorry, guys.
Anyway.
Eat your pineapple, right?
Ew. Stop. It ruins that for me. Pineapple is ruined for me because of that. I'm so serious.
No, I'm sorry.
But I mean, girls too. I mean, whatever.
That's true. It's true. As somebody that I like people for who they are. I've dated men and women before. I'll be open and honest with that. But at the same time, like, take care of yourselves, guys. Take care of yourself,
motherfucker.
Very important.
Motherfucker, take care of yourselves.
Mentally, physically, spiritually.
You are enough.
Oh, I love that. You are enough.
All right. Anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to say to the people that are obviously watching this because of you?
Wow, guys, I love you all. If you are clients that are watching this, I appreciate you like putting time into watching me and Alanna. If you see her at the gym, say hello. She may have a resting bitch face, but she is the sweetest bitch
you'll ever meet.
Sweetest girl, I promise. And like honestly, just keep going, keep smiling, even on those hardest dark days. Like, show up for yourself because you're gonna be 1% better than you were yesterday. And that is something I do preach about, is just show up for you. If you're not showing up for yourself, how are you gonna show up for other people?
Period.
Right?
Period.
100%. So
100.
Boom.
Boom. The plant falls over. That would have been amazing. Well, thank you guys for listening to episode 20 of the Sassy and Classy podcast. I just like can't believe this is episode 20. So that's that. But thank you guys for always supporting. Thank you guys for always listening. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe on YouTube, please, and thank you. It really does support me. And make sure you follow my socials on Instagram, TikTok. You guys can even... Actually, I'm not even
follow her
on
everything. Just follow her. You will not regret it. Okay, and you can
guys.
follow me through too. But
follow Amy. Follow Amy.
It wasn't about me.
No,
guys.
but I meant to say that.
Oh
follow Amy on Amy'd Up. AMYU.
No,
wait, you say it.
I got it. So my name is Amy as AMY. Okay, guys, not the other way to spell Amy. And then it's ED, like leveled up, and then an underscore. Is that what it is?
Underscore
up. That's
I'll
my
literally
Instagram
pop it
and
up
TikTok.
Here. I'll do a pop up. You guys will see it already.
I am more proactive
that.
on Instagram and TikTok, though. Give me some follows.
Bitch,
It'll motivate me to post more, I promise.
Yeah.
I got your guys' back, but...
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Peace, love, and happiness. And don't forget,
you are enough.
You are enough.
Bye.
Bye.